Global Esports has just been very confident in how they play, as well as Ascent, where we've seen RRQ kind of slip on up. There are chances here for GE Phoenix to show their improvement, and one who's improved well has been Kiri. 2 already to get the takedown, holding inside the smoke.
They still have that added amount of time to keep their utility on up and go for the plant attack with Aluka opening up here. That should be their signal to go.
It's Bela here, waiting behind the box. Aluka will actually disengage in perfect timing here for Bela. Finds the takedown now onto Aluka. 3v2, and suddenly it's all left Iceberg behind the veil of the wall. A tap there from Rose though, and Iceberg isolates the angle. Bela, the new addition, can she do it against such a veteran Iceberg? Looks like she does so in time, and Global Esports will take the first round. The Blade Storms here from Ayumi too. Updraft though for the Scout. Second updraft now in desperation, but still, she still gets Meow. Aluka also clearing out the holes.
All they have to do, all Ayumi has to do, is wait for that push to come. If they push through this Viper's wall, then it's going to be even more dangerous. They see her on out. Bit of awkward timing there on the wall as it gave her away.
Yeah, swings out instead, and Global Esports using the lockdown for space. Long range is the game from RRQ, but Rose already on defense duty. Halfway done, the turret gets what's left. 2v1 now, all left the best, and it seems like they're just trying to protect Muffin Loop. Here, she gets away with it though. Global Esports, they sacrifice the front line just to get the round, and it works out for them. Global, they're still getting overrun here by RRQ, and now with Connector, with Link under control for RRQ, Icebergs now in a 1v3 spot. Pillar being taken here by GE. They want to clear out the longer lanes first. Meow with the takedown. The chance right now for GE to try and get pinch going. There you go, and the Nightfall now to initiate onto the side. Meow also with a showstopper, trying to clear out the alleyway, but the suppress gets so much value. Meow though doesn't care. The Rocket's red glare does not shine, but Meow instead is a star in the making. A quad truly here for GE, and they will take the round with the retake. Can they continue on with momentum? Or will RRQ stuff them out immediately into the contact towards main? It's RRQ with advantage. RRQ on the opposite end though. Main hole yet again. RRQ loves to play off-site, and Global Esports look to take advantage. Ayumi isolated from her peers. Taken down there. Violet prepared more so than Iceberg, and Global already on the other side of the veil. Muffin loops on defense duty. Kiri is the bodyguard, and Global Esports yet again steal it away. Like thieves in the night, they just erect the wall and they take the round. And now Meow still in secret. They're going for the wall bangs. The scan comes in from the Haunt. Rose with the takedown, and it's a 1-for-1 trade. Global Esports retake possibility from the secret angle. RRQ now putting Ayumi away from the site. Instead, it's Bess who wants the hold. The cascade is there, but Meow is even faster than that. Already in position. Flash comes on in. Showstopper this time around at the ready. Aluka doesn't have to suppress as of yet, and Meow lets it loose. Flies high to get the takedown towards Ayumi. 4v2 now. Aluka trying to go for a stand here. Muffin with the tap. RRQ a bit more wary of that sound. Here comes Iceberg with the takedown, but Kiri gets the last two there anyway. Global Esports running out of time on the defuse, which means that this will be RRQ's round. Yeah, it's been convincing so far from RRQ in the second half. GE though was fighting well in the first. Can we see that fight now in this penultimate round? Capricious with the find. Meow falls first and foremost. Half a minute left, and they're just waiting now for this wall to drop. Muffin though with a frag. Here comes Iceberg with the trade too, and RRQ just using cover, peeking out from it and taking takedowns bit by bit, one by one. GE falls, and as RRQ stands tall as time is running out, this is looking to be their pick and looking to be their map. A last hurrah with the null command, but Iceberg will silence that in the end. Global Esports can only come from one direction. Capricious with the takedown now onto Meow. And this is RQ's first foray into Fracture ever since Open 1. GE though, 9-0 throughout the year. Want to still make it perfect to stay alive in Open number 2. Navsky with the takedown, 4v3 for now. Global Esports playing towards main even. Want to play post plant, but RRQ, that's heavy control, getting stifled by utility.
They have the player count in their favor. Nano Swarms, you talked about attacks, the utilities, stopping them from sticking that defuse. The one-way smoke right up above it, gonna make it even more precarious. Fights going either way, but they have timing on this. Global here from the rear. They can stick the plant now. 1v2. Where is Aluka? They need the help from her. She's not in front of it. She's gonna stick it, and they're gonna get the round as well. Global Esports take the opening pistol.
GE get already. A big suppress, a big fault line too. Ayumi just swinging a little too wide out in the open. Not only that, Muffin Loop finding Best as well.
get themselves rolling. If they build a full head of steam, then RRQ, they could struggle to sometimes get themselves in. Navsky is the only one to have any sort of response to Global's attack.
A duo now to try and play the retake, but GE has the crossfire. Prowler gets confirmation. There's players by Halls, back to back here now for RRQ. Capricious the last one standing. And from this point on, a 1v3 leads to save. But anyway, Global Esports now with the find. They do get their way towards that B side. Alakato playing towards the underpass, and this is GE zipping on the way to Baila with the great bailouts. She's out. She's just going away. Lockdown's there. Orbital Strike, though, is the response. And GE, they've made the post plant happen here, but RRQ getting in position. Nightfall, the aftershock to dissuade the tower push. Here comes Alaka in position, but Meow with a stellar hold. It's 2v3 now, and RRQ falling apart at the seams. Prowler there's two, and the paint shells. How does it get the connection onto both of them? GE just get away with it again. But RRQ, they're fine with this. They're taking Hall's control instead. This will lead to a 2v2 showdown towards spawn here. And RRQ with the clear out onto one. 1 versus 1 right now. Kiri trying to hold the line. Best though, waiting for the reinforcements to arrive. Navsky there with the takedown. And here comes Best! And she will best them all. What a position for RRQ to take.
Bela, she gets timing here on Alaka at the very least. 1v2.
Baila, what can she do here? This door is gonna give the intentions away quickly. Sands also making some noise. Best and Navsky crossfire at the ready, but Baila actually finds the isolated angle, forces Best to get back in cover. 22 HP in a dream. The sweep comes, and Baila gets the hit. What a round now from GE. They bring it back from the break to get it. Yeah, you think, right? The initial contact could have been the double peak, but since they were more into cover, not only with the guns, but with the frag onto Alaka on site, Navsky tries, but is denied by Meow. From this point on, Global Esports in control yet again.
I foresee them winning a second time around. Still, though, great shot from Capricious, but this post-plant's going to be quite difficult against this Global Esports hold. Kiri, Rose, one apiece. Ayumi's left alone, and that's all she wrote.
Global Esports now. Baila still prepared. Swings off into the fast lane, and somehow she still gets a takedown. Kiri's there too, and GE are getting more than they bargained for. They're finding even more frags along the way. It's all left to Alaka now. How did GE get that one going there?
That was through the smoke as well. She had no real sight. I mean, she knew someone crossed, but...
Yeah, RRQ, they have a chance for the execute. They make the space that you mentioned, but the tower is still taken and held together by Baila. 5v4 as RRQ make their way towards the site. Meow though with the find over onto Best, who has been lurking towards Arcade, but Alaka has had enough alongside Navsky.
From both sides, and now they're gonna have to try and go aggressive to buy some space to get the plant off here. Alaka traded out immediately. Oh, Capricious has great timing on this. If she can get the second, that would be great. Oh no, but she's been buyed out. Rose knows exactly where they are, but there's enough space on this plank.
GE knows exactly where RRQ are stationed, but they do have to go for the tap. Waiting for the bait out to come. Muffin Loop providing cover. 1v2. Kiri's just on defuse duty, and Capricious cannot find the right target. 8-8 as GE will still take it.
It's a post-plant hold that does remain to be seen. Alaka's in a very dangerous spot. If she gets one, that's good enough.
Yeah, but no, none at all. They're playing with lesser arsenal here. A hold close from Ayumi. Meow though finds Best first and foremost, and Meow now heard roaring into the site. The fight comes here as Global Esports navigate closer. Prowler is avoided, and Meow gets 4 for her troubles. GE will retake this lead, and this defense is now stepping up even more so. Yeah, lockdown's there, but Baila with the find onto Ayumi. And Muffin Loop popping the null command. Many ultimates now, courtesy of GE, just to try and get their way towards the side. Capricious though blinded, stays alive somehow until Baila can confirm that kill. It's 5v3 as time is running out here for GE. RRQ falling apart bit by bit, and GE's defuse will make it in time. Gets that takedown onto one. There's the paint shells as well. We've seen how effective this has been for the side of GE, but Best has no fear. Pushes forward. The rest of RRQ will follow on suit, but now in a game of trades, it's RRQ who make their way towards the site. Rose has the rolling thunder, lets it rip, hits Navsky, but the thing is, the seize is there. It's not enough though. Baila still with the clear, and Baila with another one. How does he even hit that final shot? Global Esports Just another victory. Still a chance to fight. We hear the Nightfall though. And it's Meow with the find out the Yuumi first. Seems like now GE stepping up to the plate. Going for that initial contact. Capricious. Awkward timing with the flash. Meow has already been in position. And Curie's there too. GE decide to just frag out as well. If RRQ want the fight, GE will bring it.
Well, they wanted to pass through that arcade, but Global were playing no games. Not with this squad. They take match point here by force as Rose caps it off. Global Esports, they want to go for that bridge. They want to take Arcade away from the flank, but Bess opens up with a pick. Showstopper connects. Meow is still alive. A second for Meow. A third off the fadeaway. Meow is going absolutely huge.
We're not done. Alaka, maybe a chance here as Ayumi has been felled.
She won't have enough time to even get the plant off at this moment. That is it. The round is done. The map is done. Global take map number 2 and force Ascent to be the decider. But here comes out now that Execute. Utility heavily in the favor of RRQ, who just simply cripple here the push of Global.
Haunt into play. The flash comes in as well, and RRQ staving off GE. They're run out of time to try and make it towards the spike. Baila here fighting back at the very least, but this is it for GE. RRQ will hold them off and take Pistol. We see Rose as well as Kiri try to sneak towards that B site. Problem here for GE has been a race. Baila with a takedown onto Alaka.
Global find the pick, but it's going to be a late round push to come on in here. Bess, not the best weapons. She's going to be taking on down. The rest of the push coming in as well. Sees to delay even more time and make it hasty for Global.
Yeah, Global though at least are able to get the plant going. It's RRQ now with the retake from the rafters, and as soon as they drop down, they show the fury of their arsenal. Viola though with the find, using that Marshall. He's already on defuse duty. Doorways where Kiri's at. Rose though with a takedown onto Napski. Ayumi's left her own devices, but now in the 1v1, she just sticks the defuse and sticks the landing as well. Damage done though here by GE. Classic gets the kill in. Where's the rifle? There you go. Kiri steals it away, so a great eco round for GE anyway. Yeah, RRQ have given control of that, and Meow just shuts down Ayumi before anything else can occur. It's a matter of timing from RRQ, really. That spike lagging on behind does Bess dare peek this though. Rose is there for the contact, and Bess gets the spike carrier in hand. What a frag here from RRQ. A matter of timing to slow things down. Bess yet again! That's the second one! Finding the right target, and from this point on, they will just collapse on GE. Finally, Global Esports makes their way towards the site for the spike plant, but it's a 4v2 odds against them. Kiri fights back though on the opposite end. The rest of RRQ following on suit. Corner though not clean as of yet. Muffin with the takedown. GE equalizes, but here we go. 1v1 versus Alaka and Kiri. Both has the only place to play on. Cape is seen. Dart is there though. Alaka waiting for the swing. Classic is out. 1 HP and the dream is dead. RRQ, they will get this round. And make some noise towards B. A rotation towards A always possible as well. Only problem perhaps though, Muffin has the spike in hand. If she's caught overextending, well, that can be the folly of GE. Now then down below, Muffin versus Navsky. But the flash you mentioned, helping out GE in the pinch. They're looking to sell this, but...
They
can take it, yes. And they do go for that retrieval. Thing is though, Black and Blue, either B and A, they're held together here by RRQ. Now then, finally GE get the opening that they need, and the spike can be planted.
Scrappy round. Rolling Thunder coming on out here. Counter Rolling Thunder as well from the attacking side on Global. Baylor capitalizes off of it as Alaka is trying to flash out of the smoke. Are they even aware of this smoke presence? Meow good for the one. It's now on the Capricious. TP's in her face, but still advantage here for Global.
So low on the HP. All about the swing. No, the turret might be the killing blow. Broken on down. Capricious still fighting, and Capricious with the takedown. 1v1 now. A single bullet here for GE will be enough, and they will get it. 4-4, we tie things up. To bring it towards B, but you mentioned it. With a From the Shadows, that was the play. Good try from RRQ, especially the Yumi's anchor. But now on the anti-eco, the path is clearer here.
It should be them taking the round lead.
Taps there, but Muffin still with superior firepower. GE yet again just navigating all across the map. RRQ though putting themselves in equal footing in terms of the numbers. Door now dropped. It's time for GE to try and get the hole going. Kiri, all she needs is the classic sidearm supreme, and GE takes the lead. Heavily on the attack, if ever, as we are in the last round of the first half. And no chance now for Navsky. Also, the teleport towards the site, as GE has a different plan in store for us.
Oh, another opening pick. The lack of that anchor utility is making it so difficult right now. Capricious gets a pick here, but they're just so aware now of what to do. Alaka confirmed.
Oh, swing, and here comes the side of GE. Capricious the only one still standing, and there you have it, ladies and gents. 8-4 in favor of GE Phoenix.
They did kind of let it slip on the attack, so we've seen struggles even with this comp here on the attacking side as they're running into the defensive hold of Global, and Meow, she opens up here.
Yeah, and that's the first slip up, and it just cascades into even more bad news here for Global Esports. As soon as Ayumi falls, GE already anticipating the push towards main and rotate accordingly. Goodbye to Navsky, and hello to Global Esports, looking likely for success. Alaka, last woman standing, will fall there. Getting a bit of that intel or whatnot, but in the end, Muffin with the takedown. GE now knows where RRQ is coming from, and well, Muffin's in position to wrap this up. A dash on in, Capricious will punish it, but who's the next challenger? Who's awaiting on the other side? Plant going down, maybe some more money here for RRQ. Capricious though in cover by Jenny. The dart is there though into play, and the martial shots do ring, but eventually Kiri again brings out the sidearm. There's the takedown, and there's the round for GE.
Lots of corner clearing as he talked about. And that's what makes things difficult now for Global, who are taking these forward positions. Muffin, look at this Hunter's Fury! He finds a double off of it! Kiri! Absolutely lovely!
Electrifying here for Global Esports, thanks to the stopping power courtesy of Meow to try and isolate Rose away. Rolling Thunder though, they call Capricious in cover, but shoots on down, exposes their position, still gets the takedown, but Meow will be heard roaring for the round as the blades are at the ready with the hero rifle. Here comes Muffin Loop, and down she falls. Ayumi survives the initial firefight.
See now. Position here from Ayumi.
She's now over on CT, has a flank available here, courtesy of RRQ. The paranoia though, perfect from Meow. Kiri gets the first takedown after the scan. Both has the only position RRQ has left, and here comes Bess. Down she falls. Alaka in a 1v3 scenario, trying to stall for time, but the shock dart will just stop her hearts. Global Esports, they're doing it! They're on match point, they're on series point versus RRQ. Global Esports, they've improved between opens, yes, but to do this against a team that dominated the yesteryears of the Game Changer scene, well, this might be truly a new beginning. Meow starts it off strong. Ayumi, who has been a star, will now be snuffed out, and Muffin finds another one. RRQ Kaguya. Where did it all go wrong? With Alaka though trying to swing with the smoke, it's gone! And the life of Alaka also forfeit. Besto fighting back. It's 2v4, but Global Esports, they're holding not only the sword, but also the pen. It's time now to wrap things up. And as the book of RRQ closes, the next chapters will be written by GE Phoenix. It's not just GE fighting, it's GE rising. They eliminate RRQ Kaguya, and they move on to the next round of the lower brackets.